Hello, it's Thursday the 5th of February 2015 and a happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Christopher. Happy birthday to me. Yes, it is my birthday today. Now, don't go away, because we've got a lovely cat video coming for you at the end of today's little mini broadcast. I'd like to thank you all very much for your Facebook messages of happy birthday, nice type things, and a little private MP3 from Marge, which I've listened to. Thank you very much for that, Marge. Much appreciated. And Ian Duff writes in, attached from my video. Sorry, no, that's the Marge one. Sorry. Ian writes in from Canada. Who says, on the subject of taking the cat round to Brenda's yesterday, that seems like quite a convoluted plan to take a cat over to your Aunty Brenda's house to get a free meal. Oh, we all try. We do try. That's coming up. Don't worry, it's all coming up. I shall tell you in a minute. Surely to God she would have given a nephew a meal without being bribed with a baby cat. She might actually just enjoy your company. Thank you, Ian. So, yes, indeed, I did go around and visit Aunty Brenda yesterday. Video coming up. But I have to tell you this. So I got round there, handed the cat over, and Brenda's a little bit apprehensive. I have to say the cat looked reasonably happy, which you'll see in the video coming up, okay? And after we dropped the cat off, we waited an hour, had a cup of tea and one of Brenda's homemade scones, which was rather nice. And then Brenda had an appointment to go and visit a new retirement apartment place. Now, Brenda lives on her own in a beautiful little bungalow in a beautiful area called Tring, which is in Hertfordshire in the UK. But it's a bit lonely there, she's kind of in the middle of nowhere and all that. So she's considering moving. So we went to this meeting, Churchill Retirement Homes, okay? So I didn't quite know what the setup would be. I had an idea in my head. It would be like lots of people sitting in rows of chairs and, some sort of presentation. And I was right. I mean, I'm usually right, to be honest. Other people would tell you otherwise. But I know I'm usually right, boys and girls. Anyway, so we went to this meeting and was greeted by a very nice lady, actually, who offered us a cup of tea and a pastry. And Brenda said to me, what one do you want? Because they didn't offer me one. Oh, no. They didn't offer me a pastry at all. So Brenda said, oh, what one would you like? And then, suddenly, as if by magic, the woman spotted me. Like I wasn't there. She said, what one would you like? We got apple, peach, or jam. I said, oh, it's so difficult to choose. She said, I know. I had one of each earlier on. I said, well, go on then. And I put the plate out, and she just smiled and gently placed 3 of these small pastries onto my little plate and a cup of tea. And while going past the plate of biscuits, I had a couple of those as well. Custard creams, thank you very much. So we sat down at this meeting, and there were various pictures going around about the Churchill retirement homes. And then the speaking started. Now, there were various speakers, members of the staff. And yes, they probably gave us all the information that we needed. But it's got to be one of the most boring, unpersonality presentations I've ever seen in my life. These people actually looked like they didn't want to be there. The people doing the presentation. They didn't look happy or miserable, and there was no personality. They were sitting there reading a script, standing there reading a script. Now, don't get me wrong, they were all very smart and they were giving over the information that needed to be given over. But that's as far as it went. There was no humour, no friendliness. It wasn't friendly at all. It was just like sitting at school trying to learn a lesson. Now, Churchill retirement homes, I'm sure they probably sell all of them. But it really didn't help the way that presentation went. It was as boring as anything. It really was. And I'm 52 now. I'm 52 today. And I thought this presentation is awful. No humour. Wouldn't you stand up there and try and be a little bit humorous, maybe make a couple of jokes, smile, be jolly? No, they were as miserable as sin. Absolutely as miserable as sin. So not impressed by that at all. Really not. And then, right, so they said, any questions, our staff will be walking around. So this other woman came up to us, sat down, she said, have you got any questions? And my aunt started asking her questions. Aunty Brenda, who you will see shortly in today's short extra video, boys and girls, with music. You're going to love the song. And the woman said, well, I don't actually work for Churchill's. I work for... Oh, blimey, what was it she said? I can't remember, but it was kind of connected to Churchill, but she actually said, I don't actually work for Churchill. And I'm thinking, well, what the bloody hell are you doing then? Coming around, asking, trying to see if we've got any questions. Go away. That's what was going through my head, but you know me, dear. I kept my mouth shut and just observed so that I could tell you all about it on today's globally renowned television broadcast. So there we are. If you're going to do... It's a little tip for you, Churchills, or anyone else who wants to sell anything. If you want to sell something, put a bit of bloody personality into it. Don't stand there and read scripts. It was the main man, I don't know, can't remember his name, and there was a lady as well of dark, she's not black, but darker skin, you know, like a Asian coloured skin, and the two of them had no personality whatsoever. It was awful. Have you ever been to something? I've got a few teachers that were like that, dear. Well, I don't want to be going to school again. They were as miserable as sin. Really miserable. So, you know, I wouldn't have bought anything there. And indeed, my aunt didn't anyway. We thought the places were overpriced. 2-bedroom flat, just under £500,000. I don't think so. You know, it looked very nice and it was all very new. But a 2-bedroom flat, not even in London, £500,000. They'll probably sell them. Someone will buy them from them, but not my auntie. So there we are. Thought I'd just, you know, do a presentation, make it a little bit funny for Christ's sake. Make us feel welcome. Didn't feel welcome. The only person that made us feel welcome was the lady who gave me the pastries. And God knows I had enough of those while I was there. And a cup of tea. Anyway, that's all for the show today. Now, you remember, yesterday, I took a cat round to Aunty Brenda's because I think she would benefit from having a cat there. Ronnie had 4 cats, one of which was not getting on with the other 3. So that's the one I've got. Ronnie thinks it will be, my best mate, thinks it will be good for the cat to go somewhere else. And I think this is a win-win situation. So there we are. And now here is a short video with music with a beautiful song about pussycats. You enjoy, and thank you again for your birthday messages. Watch this. See you tomorrow.
My pussycat was scratching at my back door. He scratched so hard, poor pussy got sore. Sore pussy. Sore pussy. Just a friendly little cat.
Friendly little cat.
My pussycat was sitting out on the front step. It started to rain and my pussy got wet. Wet pussy. Sore. Wet pussy. Just a friendly little cat.
Friendly little cat.
My pussycat was playing out in the back lot. He played so hard, poor pussy got hot. Hot pussy. Sore. Wet. Hot. Pussy. Just a friendly little cat.
Friendly little cat.
I left my whiskey bottle out last night. My pussycat drank it and it got real tight. Tight pussy. Sore. Wet. Hot. friendly little cat.
Friendly little cat.
My pussycat was rocking in a rocking chair. He rocked so hard he lost his hair. Bald pussy, sore, wet, hot, tight, bald pussy. Just a friendly little cat.
Friendly little cat.
My neighbor stole my kitty cat away from me. I told my neighbor, set my pussy cat free. Free pussy. Sore. Wet. Hot. Tight. Bald. Free. Pussy. Just a friendly little cat.